Welcome back to the Daily Grind, everyone. So, just a little update. I figure I'd give you guys little updates every couple weeks, and we've got some nice looking watermelon. So this is a small variety. They get 8 inches in diameter, which that one is about 8 inches. That one's maybe 6.5. And same with this one over here. This one's ready, or close to it. You can see the tensile down there is starting to brown up, so that one will be ready in maybe 3 or 4 days, maybe up to a week, but right around that time frame. That one probably a week and a half, so that one's going to continue getting bigger, which is pretty amazing. I just harvested these, some avocado squash off of that plant right there, okay? And this is about a daily harvest. I mean, every day I'm getting 2, 3, 4 sometimes. And some others as well. So here is a cantaloupe, and I'm so sorry guys, I'm forgetting the variety. I will put it down below. It's really good. It's my favorite, and somehow my brain is not working. So brain fart, I guess they call it. And so that one's nice. We got another one here. Now these watermelons are getting quite a few more starting. It is a quick variety. So there we go. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. There's another one back here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's right there. So we've got quite a few. So my squash did get hit by you can see all that down there. That looks, that kind of like oozy stuff coming out. So that is a squash vine borer. Definitely got hit by one of those, but it's folding over. And it's creating roots where it's touching the ground right there. So it's still producing. And you can see I've got a couple zucchini coming out of that. Here, this thing is bushed out quite a bit. And this is that, like that. See that one there? Scallop squash. And I mean, there's tons of flowers all through there. I'm not gonna dig in there, but I'm getting, maybe 1 or 2 of those a day. And you can see there's this one, that's the avocado squash. They are everywhere. So this thing has bushed out. You can see how big this is. It's bushed out, and it's already growing into these. There's more of it, okay? So it's a vining one, and it just grew along the ground. It's setting roots as it goes, so it's almost like these are brand new plants. It's setting more plants. So I planted 2, one right there and one right there, and then it just branched out. So I'm going through, and sometimes I miss them and they get really too big, but that's okay. It seems like it's still producing. But you can see all the flowers all through here, and most of those flowers have a fruit at the bottom. Some don't. Some are male, but most of them are female. So this section is doing well. This plant never really made it, but it's trying. It's still slow, but it's trying. So my black-eyed peas starting to flower, you can see right there. So I've got a couple of them as it goes down. In the next week or 2, this will start flowering a lot, and it will just be kind of covered in white little flowers, which will be nice. And it looks like I still have some problems, like I discussed before, with the leaves being kind of weird, but it does look like it's starting. Like, look at those. Those are good, mostly good. Looks like it's starting to do a little better. We did have some really heavy rain, which I think kind of washed away whatever the problem is that's in it. These have almost completely dried. I still have a couple green, you can see on there, that I'm waiting to fully dry. Oh, I missed them here, but I went through and I picked a whole bunch, and I've got them drying right now on my patio a little bit more. So we did have, like I said, some heavy rain, and I didn't want those to mold sitting on the plants. Some of these fell over and sitting in the dirt. So I picked them, and we'll let them dry off, but off the bush. But the ones I picked, look dry, like those right there. Okay, so mostly dry, at least. Maybe a little green still on it, but it's good enough. That'll still produce seed for next year, and also dried beans that I can use. So you can see I mostly picked some of these off completely because they were really dry. So still some green, which I'm going to wait another week or 2 and see if those come forth. Now, I have had with my peppers a little bit of blossom end rot, and I've lost a couple. So lost a couple jalapenos, lost a couple Anaheims, but some of them are still staying put. You can see back there a couple of them hanging on the ground. Unfortunately, those will probably rot too, but you can see those there. Those are growing. They're getting big. And my poblano's looking good. I did lose one to blossom and rot. Two, sorry. There's one on the ground there. But they're getting pretty big. Looking really good. As I come through here, you can see all of my tomatoes. We've got quite a bit. These are San Marzanos, and there's quite a bit on here. They're pretty dense plants, so it's hard to see, but if you start moving around, there's probably 20 or 30 in each, so it's doing good. And then these are the Arkansas Travelers, which this plant needs a little bit of propping up, so I need to get something to prop that up. I have something, I'll do that. But so that is doing good. These are the purple Cherokees. And you know what? It's really easier to look on this side, unfortunately, because all that, oh, kind of got blurry, guys. So there we go. So all my corn is it's hard to get in there, but you can see, right? Maybe, hopefully you can see. There's some purple Cherokees hanging down. Unfortunately, this is making it difficult. But it's helping because we do get some hot temperatures. We had 106 degrees a couple days, and definitely was over 100 every day. Started to cool down, so we're looking at right now. It's been in the upper 90s every day. It's still helping. We need this because in the afternoon sun, once the sun reaches about there, this starts to shade it, which is about the hottest time, and we need it. But you can see back in there, we've got a bunch of tomatoes, and they're growing good, hopefully. Sorry, it's hard to see, guys, through this, but that's the best I got. And then these I've already harvested quite a bit. And you can see they're turning nice and red. I've already picked quite a few. As they start getting red, I pick them as they go down that. So looking really good. And I mean, there's tons of these cherry tomatoes all over. So I'm having trouble with my phone. It's getting blurry here. So anyway, looking really good. I'm really happy with the tomatoes this year. And then the corn is starting to dry out, as you can see. So probably in another week, we're gonna pick it. And we got some nice looking ears on the corn. Now, some of these didn't ear up. Other ones did, like that. We might get a few kernels off that one, but it's not that fat. Like this one is decent here. But a lot of these are just, they're just not, they didn't produce very well like that. That's really skinny, and just nothing's gonna happen with this one. So I don't know, some of these just didn't do it. So we'll see. Most of my sunflowers, you know what, let me fix my phone here. All right, so you can see the sunflowers are getting really nice and big, and they're starting to drop, but it's weird, but they're white. Okay, so there's some white seeds. I don't know if you can see that here. The seeds are white, so they haven't dried yet on this one. Now, most of these others, I've picked a lot of them. I've got them drying a little further. You can see here we've got some nice dark seeds right in there, so that's good. That one's looking really good. It's almost ready. A lot of the smaller ones here have dried up, and most of these little ones like this, I'm not going to use because there's just not enough seeds on them to make it worthwhile. So I'll probably just clip that off and throw it in with the chickens, let them eat it up rather than trying to harvest it. But that's this section. All right, over here, I took down, because they got hit with the squash vine borers, I took down my other summer squash here. And I planted more watermelon because they don't really get hit by that. And so those will grow really well right here. My pumpkin is doing good. You can see it's getting nice and big. Unfortunately, that's the only one growing right now. I think that plant's trying to start one right now, but we'll see. Nothing really big. Now, all the plants in my raised beds are just not doing as well, especially the tomatoes. You can see they're small. They're not growing really that well. I mean, that one's decent. It's got a couple, you know, not bad. Like, especially that one over there. The cherries do better, but they're just not doing super well. Let me show you over here. So, this one, it's got one on it. That one has none. I had blossom end rot on quite a few, and I lost, you know, half of my tomatoes, unfortunately, but they're trying to start new. You can see they're small. They're just not very big, and these were the first to be in here. But you saw over out in the lawn, the garden plot over there, that those were doing really well. So those got much bigger. So I think there's something wrong with this soil in my raised bed, unfortunately. Purple Cherokee, looking good. And then this plant here has a lot of blossom end rot. I lost quite a few. You can see them on the ground. Okay, I mean, look, that's unfortunate. In fact, half of them have it, maybe more. But this one doesn't have that problem. You can see they're getting nice and big. These are the more of those, my goodness, guys, my brain is not functioning today. There we go, San Marzanos. I've got the little tag there. So that's more San Marzano, and there's probably 20 of them on there. So that one's doing decent, that one's not. So I don't know what that's about. Now the peppers, it's kind of a hit or miss thing. So this variety is doing really good. You can see some nice little peppers on there. And I got 3 of those. You can see down there, nice peppers on that. The front ones here, nothing. There's no peppers on them. And these are the spicy peppers. I've got jalapeno in the center, did nothing. I've got what is that? Habanero. These two on the end are habanero. But look at that, guys. I got some really nice Anaheims. Those are doing really good. Check out those Anaheims. And then even those two, though, aren't doing very well. But here, I've got some bell peppers, a couple of them growing, and those are a purple variety. So those will turn bright purple. So this one's doing well, those two are not. I don't know what that's about. These have finally started to sort of grow. Honey nut, there's a female, so that one's gonna start producing, but these came out doing pretty good, so we'll see. Hopefully they didn't get hit too hard, but you can see that they start to root themselves. See the roots coming out right there. And that's gonna go into the ground, it's gonna root itself. And so if I do get a problem with the squash vine borer and it's up this way, it's not gonna affect it because it's gonna root out right there, and that'll provide nutrients to whatever's growing past it. So that's kind of how these work. So that's why I'm letting it go along the ground here. But doing really good, guys. That's what I've got going on. Oh, by the way, the sweet potato is really taking off, coming out of the, growing out of it. I already pulled off one, and I just planted it last week, a little earlier, probably about 5 days ago. And you can see it's already starting, so that means it's already rooted out. Basically, you just cut off each leaf, leave a little bit of stem, and that'll root from where the leaf is. And it'll give you, I put 4 in each one of these 20 gallons. So this one's not as good. A couple of these died back, but it's starting to come up. So we'll see if this one does. And that one kind of died back, you can see, but doing good. The chickens are all doing great. The little babies are coming up thinking I'm gonna give them these squash. But there's the babies. Getting pretty big. They're really cute too. Mint, doing okay. That potato's really growing. I've given it some food, so it's growing up real big. So hopefully there's some good potatoes under there. Those are just russets, so regular white potato, you know. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour. See how things are progressing. I'll bring you guys back in a couple weeks. And here's the beans. Got a big bucket here. Or not a bucket, but you know, it's quite a bit of beans that I harvested. So those will dry, waiting for them to dry. And then I'll be able to collect the beans in it